Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. So I'm back today with the next installment in my full stash series. Today it is all about oils and butters. I use them both in so many different ways, from sealing in moisture from my leave-in to smoothing during styling, scalp massages, using them on my straight and curly hair for shine, softness. And speaking of my straight hair, oils and butters are also a huge part of my detangling routine when my hair is straightened as well. So I have my door open right now. It is a very windy day, so if you guys hear a lot of background stuff from Mother Nature, that's what's going on. We are just going to kind of grab and go for this video because I love oils and butters, so we're going to have a lot to get through today. So the first that I have here is the Mielle Mint Almond Oil. This is something that I would definitely use on my scalp. Primarily, I love a good minty oil. It is so relaxing. It does help with blood flow and healthy hair growth. I really like to just get in there and it just feels so nice. And when my hair is straight, because I keep it straight for such a long time, I rely heavily on minty oils to help to keep the itching at bay. Now this is a brand that I would love to return to once I use up a good portion of these oils and butters that we have here, which is probably going to take me the next decade or so. So hopefully they're still around whenever that day comes. But this is from Caravada. I purchased this from Etsy. They may have their own website now since the last time that I ordered, but this one hurts because when I moved back home, I had a ton of my products in my back seat and I had a bunch of this spill out. This is the Caravada Natural Ayurveda Herb Blend. It is 8 ounces, which I loved at the time, but it's mostly gone now. It's very concentrated. You can use it on your scalp, your hair. You can add it to your deep conditioner. This has a 6 times concentration of amla as the highlighted Ayurvedic ingredient and a base of coconut oil, grapeseed oil. I have heard people rave about this brand for years and years. From the main crush, their Enchanted collection is their Enchanted oil. I've raved about this brand so much, you guys, as far as the packaging. Really cool green bottle. Anything like enchanted, forest, fairy, magic, I've always been very, very drawn to. So this like was calling my name when I got it. And I'm probably gonna even keep the bottle whenever I do use this up because I just like that. I am gonna be using this year round. As far as my oils and butters, I, even in the summertime, am a big oil and butter girl. This is something that I would use on my scalp, my hair, curly, straight, you name it. That's pretty much the case for all of these here. One of my favorite things about oils and butters is that there's just so many different combinations of ingredients that you can use, and formulas and textures and scents. So it's just kind of fun to play around with them. But for the most part, I use them all in very, very similar ways. It has to be a really, really bad oil for me not to like it. And the one that comes to mind is the Curls Blueberry Bliss hair oil. But for the most part, my hair has not met many oils and butters that it doesn't like. And also, as I mentioned before, this Enchanted collection from the main crush usually comes out when the weather is getting chillier. From Jane Carter Solution is the Healthy Hair Complex 4 Replenish and Repair Oil. This is a nice little lightweight oil that would be perfect when my hair is straight. It won't weigh it down. Unfortunately, as I've mentioned, Jane Carter Solution, as we once knew them, is no longer the same. The ownership has changed, and I think now they are Nourish and Shine. Speaking of which, that's going to be our next product that we talk about. The Nourish and Shine, which was one of my favorite products from Jane Carter Solution. This stuff is a thick, thick, stiff butter. It is like a pomade almost. Like, it is just barely thinner than really, really firm shea butter. It has a very, very strong scent of shea butter, and I don't love the scent of shea butter. And I found out very quickly that it did not do great on my curly hair just because of that thickness, because the most I could do with it in that state was maybe like slick my edges. The way that this stuff really shined for me, pun intended, was on my straight hair. It did such a good job for smoothing my hair when it started to get puffy from the moisture in the air. My hair does not like to be straight, so any bit of moisture, it gravitates towards it instantly. So a product like this that's really, really thick helped to really seal that moisture out while really smoothing my hair and adding a ton of shine, helping to keep it straight for longer. So I think I have maybe 2 more containers of this. From the main choice, this is their multivitamin scalp nourishing growth oil. I have used this on my scalp exclusively. It has awesome ingredients, so I'm sure it would have done good on my hair as well. Ingredients seem really targeted to scalp health, so I just made sure to keep it there. Plus, I did not like the smell of this. I don't know how to even describe it. Another from the main choice is their exotic Kool-Aid Mellow Melon and Nectarine Melted Shine Oil. Now this is a product that, a shirt like I'm wearing today, this white shirt, I would not use this because this orange color is definitely not just for show. I have heard of a lot of people having their clothes stained from using this stuff, so I haven't used it yet because I'm a little bit nervous about that. So I may end up adding this to a deep conditioner or applying it to my hair when I'm going to be wearing it up in a bun. Woo! Woo! That is orange, baby. Oh, it smells so good. Nature's Little Secret, we've got the herbal hair and scalp oil infused with herbs. I used this heavily during my Fenugreek February challenge, and I loved it. It was so good for my scalp as well as my hair. And I haven't ordered from this company in a while, so I don't know if the formulation is the same, but this was definitely one of my favorite products from them. From Allocate Naturals, we've got the Essential 17 Hair Growth Oil. That 17 comes from it being a blend of 17 oils and herbs. The base of this is a pretty unique, kind of more pricier oil. It's in a base of emu oil, which is supposed to be awesome for hair growth and just the nourishment of your follicles in general. It's also got rosemary right after that, and another powerhouse when it comes to healthy hair growth. I want to use this as my exclusive oil one month and kind of see if I can notice anything using it consistently, really seeing what happens when I use it for my scalp, my hair, my sealant, everything for like a month or so. Another one from Allocate Naturals is the Glazed Argan Oil Silk Cleaner. This is definitely a more lightweight oil, something that I would use on my straight or curly hair just to add some nice shine. This one's also travel friendly while also giving you a good size. This one I've been scared of to use. I've talked about this brand whenever I mention products from them. This is Deity America. This is the Nourishing and Repairing Scalp Serum. It says specifically that it's intended to accelerate hair growth, but just, I don't know. You guys ever get like that feeling about products where you just don't know if your hair is gonna like them or not? I get that feeling from all of these from this brand. If you have used products from Deity America, let me know what your experience has been. From Shea by Nate is the Lighten Up Oil. You can see right at the top here the little bits of rose petals that are in the product, which I always think is such a fun touch to see. As I always like to mention with Shea by Nate, they are on an extended hiatus, so they're not available now, but they may be one day. From Product Junkie Natural is the Lick Me All Over Hair and Body Oil. I have quite a few of these just in different scents. Also from Product Junkie Naturals is the Pumpkin Mint Hair Oil. Gemini Naturals, formerly known as Pop Curl. This is the Pop Curl Color Sealing Oil Serum. You can use this to seal in the temporary color gels, or you can just use it on dry hair to give you some nice shine. It's got aloe vera oil, which you don't see all the time, as well as babasu and green tea. So this in general for me, I prefer to use it just as a regular oil versus using it to seal in my temporary color gels when I use them. From Camille Rose, we've got the Herbal Tea Seal and Soften from their leave-in collection. I was always confused why this was included in the leave-in collection, because I was like, this is an oil, it's clearly not a leave-in. You can smell this through the label. It is just caramel creme brulee type of fragrance. I did not really like the leave-in collection as a whole. It came with that creamy leave-in, this oil, and that honey stuff that was basically like pure honey. If I could just get this individually, I would totally do that. But this is another one that's super lightweight, awesome on wet hair, dry hair, curly, straight, you name it. I think this might be my newest oil. This is from Revere. I tried out their Extreme Hydration collection the day that I first tested out my Revere. I think this would be awesome on my straight hair as well because it's super lightweight. This is the Moisture Rich Hair and Scalp Oil. It's got jojoba, olive, and coconut oil in there. If you don't want to exclusively use silicone serums after you straighten your hair or blow dry it, but you want something that's not going to make your hair super weighed down at the same time, this one is awesome since it's nice and lightweight and it distributes well. I just finished a bottle of oil from this collection that's going to be in my first empties video at the end of this month. This is from Curly AF, their Peppermint Pre-Poo Ayurvedic Hair Oil. I think the one I've used up was the Shea Bay. From Yonobi Shop, we've got the Silky Shea Cream. Definitely hoping to use this one up sooner rather than later. Soultanicals Aphrodite's Love Hair and Body Oil. It's infused with rose petals. Got this one year during their Valentine's Day box. Eco Slay Moonshine Hair and Body Oil. I love the way this smells. This is the Kink Sink Intense Moisture Sealant from Soultanicals. It's got like a very intense caramel fragrance. Tasty Kiss Whipped Shea Butter in the Peaches and Cream fragrance. I have a ton of different fragrances in the Whipped Shea Butter and a few in this bigger size and some in the more smaller travel friendly sizes. Curls and Potions, Shabula and Green Tea Herbal Mint Hair and Scalp Oil. I'm going to be using this one this year too. It smells so flippin' good. I really want to focus on my scalp more. I haven't been as diligent with my scalp massages as I have in the past. This one has like a very like soothing, I'm sitting drinking some mint tea type of feeling when I smell it. From the Heal collection from Soultanicals is their Soul Calm Skin Balm. Although this is for your skin, I am going to be using it on my scalp, specifically the area around my edges, maybe melt some down for scalp massage as well. I got about half of this left. This is from Honey Child Hair Love, who just returned on the scene last year, I believe. This is the Rosemary Rejuvenation Oil, and as you can see, we've got our rosemary right here in the bottom. I would use this for scalp massages on dry hair to seal. Na-Truly Adabella has an awesome oil as well. This is the Nourish Scalp Oil. It's got ingredients that I don't have in a lot of my products, like onion seed oil, pracaxi oil, and it has a good amount of one of my favorites, pumpkin seed oil. Definitely one that is a scalp only product for me because I want to get that goodness right there at the source. From Tasty Kiss is the summer hair butter. I'm going to be using this one a lot on my hair this year because I'm going to be doing a lot of nature stuff. This is one that I have been saving and saving, but I'm going to put it to good use this summer and really enjoy it. From the Camille Rose Kids collection is the Brown Butter Melt Mandarin Oil Hair Balm. I don't know why I got this when I know my hair does not do good with orange things, but maybe it was the packaging, I don't know, but I was like, maybe this will be okay. And I have used it a few times and it does an okay job in my hair. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It doesn't make my hair feel bad. So I'm just gonna use this stuff up and in the empties it shall go. Some Renzo Beauty Olive and Rosemary Butter. I love this little powerhouse. This is the She Scented Juicy Berry Buttercream Frosting. This stuff is so softening to my hair. It's a moisturizing hair pomade with palm butter and sea buckthorn berry oil. And I think this could have totally been an 8 ounce. This stuff is so good. I don't know if it's still available at the She Scented website. I've never used it on wet hair just because it does such a good job on dry hair. This Renzo Beauty Coffee Butter. She Scented Papaya Nourishing Hair Oil. This is a nice little lightweight oil. Really good on straight hair. It's not going to weigh my hair down at all. Coils by Nature Nourishing Hair and Body Butter in the Marvelous Mango fragrance. Alikay Naturals Shea Yogurt Hair Moisturizer. I looked on the back of the ingredient list to see if there was any aloe vera, honey, glycerin, any humectants in there for moisture. I didn't see any. So even though it says it is a moisturizer, I will use this one to smooth dry hair and for softness, not relying on it for any moisture. Here we go again with Deity America. This is the Tibet Temple and Nape Penetrating Oil. It's supposed to be good for promoting growth, helping to prevent alopecia, reduce inflammation, soothe the scalp. We shall see, y'all. We shall see about this one. Botanicals Haitian Black Castor and Baobab Penetrating Coil Oil. I have not smelled this one. I've still got my seal on here, but I bet it smells delicious. From the Sultanicals Kitty Tanicals line, the Double Dutch Hair Yum. This has been one of my favorite butters for a long time. I think this is like my 3rd jar. From Karen's Body Beautiful, we've got the Pomegranate Guava Heavenly Jojoba Hair Oil. I tend to like to use this one on straight hair mostly. It's a nice detangling oil and it smells really nice. The Wella Wild Rose Body Oil. I love rose and the fragrance of it. I also had a lavender one from Wella that I use the same way, and I definitely prefer rose scented things, so I'm gonna really enjoy this one. Product Junkie Naturals Creme Brulee Hair and Body Oil. Annabelle's Perfect Blend Extreme Hydration Moisturizing Hair Butter. The autofocus is being so weird. I forgot about this one from FCA Naturals. This is their Ocean Wonder Hair and Body Butter. Nice size to take on trips. I knew I remembered this one. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have a smaller one too. This one luckily did not spill all in the car. From Caravata is the Fenugreek Hair Oil. Just like the Amla Oil that we talked about, this one is supposed to be incredibly concentrated. It says that it has 6 times the regular amount of fenugreek. From Heritage Hydration is the Castor Infusion. It's a shea butter blend with different extracts like nettle and rosemary. I got this as a sample from Siamese Twist. This is the Sandalwood Hibiscus Roseberry Creamy Body Oil. Maybe take this with me to a water park or the beach. Camille Rose Sun-Kissed Whipped Body Butter. I got this at a hair show and I remember being super excited because I had never seen it online. Another one that I picked up at that same show is this one. This is the Lemon Meringue Whipped Body Butter that I of course use only on my hair. This one takes me back. This is Ojan. This was a product that was in all the magazines. It was in Sephora. I want to say it's similar to the Botana oil that I have. Ojan is like the bougier Sephora version. My mom would get this for me when my hair was relaxed and it gave it a lot of nourishment. It made it feel really good, but it has that similar like very intense fragrance to it. Curly AF was on Etsy. I don't know if they're still around anymore. They would take pretty long breaks and then come back on the scene, but I haven't been on Instagram lately, and that's where I primarily would get my news about Curly AF. It's a great way for me to quickly apply those ingredients to my hair, just in a nice little oil. So although it says this one is a peppermint pre-poo, because of that mint and my love for mint, I'm going to be using this as a scalp massage oil primarily. From Sultanicals, their spring collection. So this oil, I think they are carrying this year round now because it was so popular. I know the Bloom collection, they expanded it. I got this when they were still doing the Coilements bundle. This is the Bloom Super Potent Healthy Hair Growth Oil. It is supposed to be on par with some of the popular growth oils that we see more and more now. This one's got MSM, sulfur, cayenne pepper, fenugreek, which I love, moringa. This is another one that I'm going to be using exclusively on my scalp. From Hatache, I've got some unrefined pumpkin seed oil. Now you guys may know from my pumpkin seed challenge that I did in October of 2022, I love pumpkin seed oil. It has so many benefits. The scalp benefits of pumpkin seed oil really get down into that follicular level and really help with healthy hair growth, and I am so happy that I have this that I can just add to anything. So if you're someone that's into DIYs, I highly recommend checking them out. I'm not a DIY girly, but I love a nice oil and butter that I can easily drizzle into a product and call it a day. From Tasty Kits, we've got the whipped shea butter and cherry almond. I love these butters for their fragrance. They're so smoothing. I don't think that she's making butters anymore, but if that ever changes, I will for sure let you guys know. Also from Tasty Kits, it's the Nourish Hair Butter. It's got some of that emu oil in there. This was one of my favorites, and that's why I've been holding on to the ones that I have left in my stash, because I know that once I use them up, I don't know when or if I'll see them again, but I think I will be returning to this one sooner than later because I love the fact that it's an Ayurvedic infused butter. This is the Ayurvedic hair butter, also from Tasty Kits. It's a shea butter base with brahmi, bringraj, hibiscus, fenugreek, mustard seed oil, kapoor kachli. I hope I'm saying that right, but yeah, this was one of my favorite butters. Speaking of pumpkin seed oil, another one from Shea by Nay. Y'all, this smells ridiculous. This is like pumpkin spice, but like sexy. This is the pumpkin hair oil, this liquid gold right here. I would use this year round, even though it's more of like a fall scent traditionally. I've been holding on to this one because this was one of my like hard to come by products that I was so excited to have. This is the Anita Grant whipped butter in the lemon sponge, and this was another product that was talked about heavily on the message boards. Anita Grant was based in the UK. I did a review on this long ago during my webcam days. I've been really on a bun kick. My hair's been enjoying them a lot lately. So a lot of these butters will be getting a lot more airtime as we get into the warmer months. From Enjoy Creations is the coconut cream hair dressing. This was another brand that I discovered on Etsy, and I did a huge order with them. This has mango butter, jojoba, and coconut oils that are infused with Tahitian vanilla beans. Nice little sample size, but based on the texture of this product, I am sure that I can get quite a few uses out of it. And you can actually see the little vanilla beans in there. From Marie Dean, this is the double whipped hair butter, good for smoothing flyaways, maybe even melting it between my hands and using it to seal in the moisture from my leave-in. Oh, this makes me sad. This is from Pure Body Naturals. Used to be one of my favorite brands. Shout out to the people in my comments who also remember Pure Body Naturals, because this brand goes way back. This is the Kupuachu hair butter in lemongrass. From Lux Locks is the chocolate froyo twisting butter. I used this a couple of years ago for my birthday for the first time, and I really loved it. I did end up pairing it with one of my Gemini Naturals hair colors, and because this is a drier type of butter, it's not super emollient and oily, and it does have a very chocolatey fragrance. So if you are someone who loves a good chocolate scent, this is a good option. Some of it just fell out to get back in the jar. This was when I was still in my maybe I'll be a DIY girl someday phase. These were some oils from Shea Moisture that I knew I was going to be making my own little infused hair butters. I've usually been using them just on my dry hair to smooth and add some shine. These are all 100% oils. It was nice to be able to add this to any product to give it the benefits of baobab oil nice and quickly. This one is solid right now because it's still cold outside. This is 100% Manoi oil. Manoi oil is coconut oil mixed with some gardenia oil as well. That's why when the temps drop, this stuff gets solid. Got some pure shea oil. Also from my DIY days, I did a big order from this company, From Nature with Love. This is their sweet almond butter. My favorites from this company that I ordered by far were the aloe butter and the avocado butter. The sweet almond butter was good, but those two were my definite standouts. I got this from this cute shop on a trip to Philly with one of my friends. This is from a shop called Yadane. If you guys are from the area, you're probably very familiar with this store because I remember that it had tons and tons of good reviews. Coconut butter oil blend, hair treatment, and moisturizer. It's kind of like a creamier shea butter blend. Hopefully you guys can see. I remember going into this store and being like a kid in a candy store. They had so many cool things. One of my favorite products from Camille Rose, their Cocoa Nibs and Honey Ultimate Growth Serum. This has brahmi and amla oils, and it comes in this big old nice 8-ounce. This stuff is so nicely scented. It's almost like a cherry almond dash of cocoa-y, a little bit of caramel type of essence to it. First ingredient is amla oil too, which I absolutely love. I do say it has organic honey, which does count as a humectant, but I would not use this product to twist my hair, style my hair, or for moisture. This is definitely something that I would use for sealing and scalp massage benefits. Sunny Isle is the lavender Jamaican black castor oil. I don't use pure castor oil often because it is so thick. I'll usually add it to a deep conditioner, or if my hair feels like a particular area needs some special attention, I will add a few dabs to my fingers and then just concentrate it and massage it here. I wouldn't use something like this to seal in the moisture from a leave-in because it's just so thick. I've done it a few times, it never goes well. From Jamaican Mango and Lime is the black castor oil with rosemary. Same way that I use the lavender from Sunny Isle is the way that I plan to use this one as well. One of the newer brands that I've been experimenting with is Planted Hair Care. This is their Ayurvedic hair and scalp oil. Great ingredients, nice and lightweight. Heavy favorite over here. This is from Bask and Bloom, their herbal infused hair and scalp oil. I love this oil so much that at one point I was keeping it in my car just so I could put it on my hands and do like a scalp massage because I was at a job that was stressing me like out really bad. So I had this in my car so I could just do like a quick little type of moment. Tropical Mint. It's an oil that not only makes my hair and scalp happy, but it makes my mood a little bit happier too. From Mop Top, we've got the Kumquat Essence Mungongo Oil. I got this at a hair show. This is from Trey Fine. Their Shea and Mango Hair Nourishment with Argan Oil. It's a Shea and Mango hair food base with Argan Oil. I was just really happy to see a local hair show to me. From the Main Choice, we've got the Doesn't Get Much Butter Than This Daily Hair Dressing. I wanted to like this so much, you guys. I love a good butter hair dressing. Something I can put on my hair like right at the front here to calm down frizzies, but then still nourish my hair and scalp. It's got a graininess to the texture that even when you rub it between your hands, still doesn't feel quite emulsified and melted down. Plus, I don't like the scent of it. It's got like a pine sol kind of vibe. Another of the Ayurvedic oils from Curly AF is the Hibiscus Love Hair Thickening Ayurvedic Hair Oil. I love hibiscus. Not only does it give me a cute little red tint to my hair, if I have like a tightness to my scalp, if it feels dry, I'll use something with hibiscus in it, and I notice it's got some nice relief to it. From Luxe Locks, we've got the Luxe Hair Growth Oil. It's got fenugreek, ginger, and hibiscus. You can see those lovely ingredients down in the bottom here. And because of that fenugreek, it has that like maple syrup type of scent to it. This is my newest hair purchase of 2024. As you guys know, I haven't really been purchasing a ton of stuff lately, but every blue moon something catches my eye. This is Batana oil. I'm sure that you guys may have seen this on TikTok or social media, or maybe if you're into more holistic hair care, you've read about this a long time ago, even before those existed. This is supposed to be ridiculous for hair growth. Every few years there's like a hot new ingredient. I remember when argan oil was like the craze and it was put in everything. Rice water, shea bay, and I think the Batana oil is going to be the next big thing when it comes to seeing it in like everything from the more indie brands to even L'Oreal eventually putting in like a half a smidgen of Batana oil to capitalize off the trend. One of the reviews for this one specifically said that they got better and quicker results using this than with rosemary oil, which is another really hot ingredient right now. I'm trying to recoup the health I've lost from my hair in the past year or so. I am probably going to be doing some sort of hair challenge with this. I don't know when, because the next few months are going to be pretty busy content wise for things that I have planned, but I'm hoping to maybe like in the summer or something. This is 100% Batana oil from Honduras. I also wanted like a liquid version of the oil because this is butter based. You're supposed to just scoop this out, emulsify it between your hands. You can either do like a deep treatment with it, which I don't plan to do. I'm planning to add this to my hair like a scalp massage, or maybe even melt a little bit of it down to my leave-in conditioner. I want this to stay on my hair. I don't want to rinse it out like a treatment. People either loved or hated the smell. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. It has like a burnt coffee fragrance. Some people said it smelled like caramel. I love caramel. It does not smell like caramel to me. It's intense. So if you are someone who's sensitive to smells, this could be a rough journey for you because it's a lot. Some people even said it smelled like burnt cigarettes. I can kind of see that too. So, and the brand is hard to see right here, but if you want to check it out on Amazon, the brand is Applier, A-I-P-I-L-E-R. So this one had pretty high reviews and the price wasn't too bad because I saw some other ones that were also like $40. From Simply Pure and Authentic, I've got their conditioning hair oil. I don't know if this brand is still around, but they also have a lot of body care products that I enjoy. And of course, I have a wonderfully extensive collection of creamy oils, butters from Sorenzo Beauty. Sarah makes some of my favorite products in that category by far. I have the creamy oils in a ton of different scents because I like to switch them out depending on my mood. Anytime I talk about the creamy oil, I talk about how the texture is like anything else that I have in my stash. It's not like your traditional liquidy oil. It's not like a butter. It's its own thing. And even though I'm washing my hair tomorrow, so I don't want to waste this, I'm going to see if I can show you, if you're new to creamy oil, what it looks like. Here, come here, little one. It emulsifies down to a traditional oil very quickly, but there's a little extra weight to it that makes it different than your traditional oil or your traditional butter. So it's really, really versatile. I love to use this to detangle my straight hair. It does a fantastic job. It also adds a long-lasting scent to dry hair. So anytime that I go on a trip, I take a creamy oil with me, and it's part of my daily routine as a hair perfume slash shine enhancer on my hair. This is actually in the body care section of Sorenzo Beauty, but I just love to use it on my hair. But it leaves your skin feeling so soft, nice little sheen. But the one I just used is in some very, very vintage packaging. It's in the vanilla fragrance. This is the creamy oil in the coconut lime. They've also updated their packaging since this, and it looks really, really cute. Baby powder. And if you check the Sorenzo Beauty website, they will often have sales when they're switching from different seasons. So one of my last big orders of the creamy oil was when they were getting rid of scents for summer. Like this one, for example, cucumber and sea salt. Really, really unique pink honey vanilla. Oh, and the fact that it's in 8 ounces, they're gonna last me literally forever. And I've had some of these for a long time, and the fragrance is still just as potent, still just as powerful. One of my favorite fragrances of all time across all hair products. I did a special request order for this fragrance, and I got it in a ton of different products. This is in the scent Golden. It is fan-freaking-tastic. Golden is not available all the time, but if you ever have the opportunity to try it, I highly, highly recommend. It smells amazing. I can't even describe it. If you go to Sorenzo Beauty's website, the scent description page will tell you the different notes for each of the scents that she currently has. For some of my Sorenzo Beauty oils, I've got the fenugreek hair and scalp oil, the Gilroy and Bringarage Ayurvedic growth oil, the body oil in Golden, and the Shine Glaze, which I haven't used before, but I would definitely use this when my hair is straight. It also has flaxseed oil, sunflower oil, calendula, and chamomile. That flaxseed oil I think is going to give me some major shine next time that I straighten my hair. Shea Moisture 100% organic shea butter infused with coconut and hibiscus. This was a pretty good shea butter blend. It had other ingredients, papaya extract as well as Sungji mushroom extract. This product surprised me at the time because I think I found it in CVS or Walgreens. This is from G Natural Products, which I've never seen since then, and it claims to make your hair grow longer, faster, and stronger. I don't know about all that. Definitely in my straight hair or dry hair only butter category. From Sisters Keeper Products, the So Chic hair butter, Kinky Tresses coconut mango hair butter, Kinky Cashmere beta butter. The packaging on this is so cute. This is from Nature's Blessings. My mom and I found this at a beauty supply store in Maryland. We were just like walking around and found one, and I remember someone recommending this on YouTube. This is a pomade that's in a pure mineral jelly base, which I don't know if that's like a form of mineral oil or what, but it also has awesome ingredients like rosemary, nettle, thyme, alfalfa, coconut oil. Look how cute that is. I'm so keeping this jar after I finish this stuff. It's adorable, y'all. Just so cute, so pretty. Here on the ingredients, this is one that I think I would play around with on straight hair and my curly hair, but I think that using this on a set of twists after my leave-in and my styler will give me some really smooth results and really get that moisture locked in there. It has a very light spa floral fragrance from Yonobi Shop, which I've had for quite some time. I've got a bonus of this product because I really like it. I'm almost done with this one. This is the Silky Shea Cream. Some of these older brands that I've had are definitely on my list this year to use and get on out of here. So it is time for them to take their place in the empties. From Sorenzo Beauty, their body frosting that I of course use on my hair in the scent Golden. I really like this from Soultanicals. This is the Dash the Ash hair and body butter. It's got cocoa butter, mango butter, and castor oil. It does have some aloe vera juice in there that I'm just noticing, but I'm going to show you guys this anyway because I have been keeping it in this section, so it has not made the rounds in any of my other full stash videos, but I would be using this as a sealant even with the aloe vera in there. Don't think I'd be able to use this as a styler. This definitely has like butter energy. Look at this. I would not. For me and my hair, we definitely need something with a lot of water content when it comes to styling. But as far as using it on dry hair, I love this stuff. This is great on dry hair. I love how it smooths. Just to play it safe though, I wouldn't use this on my straight hair because that little tiny bit of aloe vera juice that's in there would probably revert my hair knowing how it likes to operate. From Curly AF, their most popular product is this Shea Bay hair butter. An extreme growing shea butter infused butter. It's also got kokum butter, a lot of other yummy stuff. So this is what the Shea Bay butter looks like. It's like a really nice yellow shea butter. This This one is super thick, so this would be good for buns. The other two are currently in my bathroom, the blue and purple, but I do have these mermaid butters from Anabella's Perfect Blend. They're kind of oceanic inspired butters from their mermaid collection that I absolutely love because I love mermaids. But just to give you an overview of some of the scents, this yellow one is in the scent Twisted Mermaid. This really pretty pastel pink is in Mermaid Smooches. They're very light, whipped really nicely. This green here is Saltwater Princess. Just a really fun collection. These last a really long time and also are very travel friendly. I did a review all about this product. This is the Camille Rose Growth and Shine Balm. It's got biotin and castor oil as well as ajani. This one I use more so as like a smoothing butter pomade type of product than as a sealant on wet hair. I think this is one of the most popular products from Camille Rose. A lot of people really like this one. From Soultanicals Growtanicals line is their Hairline Bling Growth Renewing Edge Balm. It's got sulfur, black seed oil, and green tea extract. This is supposed to be good for your edges. If you got any thinning edges or postpartum hair loss, this is supposed to be really good to focus there. This is what it looks like. You can definitely smell that sulfur and cayenne extract in there. It is pretty strong. Like, this is giving spice cabinet. From Tasty Kisses and My Sweet Carla butter. This is one of my favorite products from Soultanicals. This is their Glide and Sleek Ayurvedic Fenugreek Hair Grease. I've talked about this a lot on my channel since I first got it. I did a video using this last year before I did my protective style in February 2023, and this stuff is amazing. I had high hopes to use this when my hair was straight, but as we all know, that turned out to be a fail. But I will for sure be using it in the future on my straight hair. It is just so good, and it's literally a healthy hair grease. I wish we had this when I was little. My hair would have been just on another level. Wet hair, dry hair, and I just can't wait to experiment with it even more as time goes on, since I got a couple of jars of it. They even had this in the salon size recently. I posted a Soultanicals sale because they had stuff that I'd never seen before in the salon size I wanted you guys to see, and this was one of the first things to sell out, but they did restock, so they're getting better with that, so yay Soultanicals. From Pure Oils by Silk Elements is their hair butter. This is the brand from Sally Beauty. It says you can use it on protective styles, for scalp hydration, seals in moisture. So I still have this sealed because, as I mentioned, I don't take the seal off unless I really want to show you guys something ahead of time. I still think about it. I'm like, do I want to take this seal off? Because for the most part, I don't take it off until I'm about to start using a product to try to keep it as fresh as possible. So this is going to be like a little mystery. I don't know what we're going to be working with when I do remove this eventually. From Sorrento Beauty, and some very even more so vintage packaging, is their body and hair butter. This has such good ingredients, you guys. Aloe butter, mango butter, lippy, soy butter, cocoa butter, just the list goes on. But this is my little baby right here. I'm gonna also add this to my bathroom counter to use up this year because I know that this has been with me for some time. So the sun is starting to go down a little bit, so we're going to try to zoom through the rest of these. The Shea Moisture Jojoba Oil and Akuba Butter Track Tension and Itch Relief Serum. This was from their line that was catered towards protective styling specifically. Let's hope I have better luck with this than I did with the regular hair oil. This is the Curls Blueberry and Mint Tea Scalp Treatment. This is supposed to be really good for hair growth and just for soothing your scalp in general. I know a lot of people were big fans of this one, but a lot of people also like curls a lot more than I do, so we shall see how it goes when I play around with this. The Unicurl Aloe and Almond Moisture Sealing Oil. Just like all the other earlier formulations of products from Unicurl, this stuff smells so good. Nubian Heritage Extra Virgin Olive Oil and Moringa Repair and Extend Pre-Poo Treatment. I probably will add this to my pre-poos. It'll be a good way for me to use this up. And I think my last one from Siamese Twist, we've got the Mango Moisture Cream. It's a light hair cream for finer textured hair. It's got mango butter, soy, and grapeseed butter, as well as coconut and tea tree oil. It says that it is good for defining your curls, but I use this just to slick my hair back when I'm putting it into a bun. The Anabella's Perfect Blend Kalahari Melon Mint Hair and Body Butter. Sunny Isle Extra Dark Jamaican Black Castor Oil, kind of like a leveled up version of their regular Jamaican Black Castor Oil. The Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Treatment. I'll probably end up using this on my scalp because it does smell good, and use it for scalp massages, or just like the previous product that we talked about from Nubian Heritage, add this to my slip boosters. The newer packaging of the Oyen Handmade Burnt Sugar Pomade. It's also bigger now too, yes please. From Coils by Nature, the Nourishing Hair and Body Butter in Heavenly Delight. Another really nice size. Reveille Essentials Hair and Body Butter in the fragrance Pineapple. Comet Biologics Ethiopica Hydrate and Twist Butter. Even though it says hydrate in the name, there are just oils and butters in here, with the addition of a plant wax to help with holding if you're going to be using it for your twists. From Natural Sis 72 is the Double Butter in Passion Fruit. My favorite of the products that I've tried from Natural Sis 72 is the sweet coconut butter. This stuff was one of my favorite sealants for years and years and years. It did such a good job on wet hair, smoothing, really good for helping with my dry ends. I mentioned that I was going to have this one in the straight hair section, but I like to use it on my curly hair, straight hair, what have you. So I wanted to include it with the oils and butters too, even though they have for some reason changed the formula, and someone told me that it's nowhere near as good as it used to be. So I guess I'm going to enjoy this little last one while I have it. The Eden Body Works Peppermint Tea Tree Oil. This stuff is so strong. Like, it's like mouthwash for your hair as far as how like effervescent and minty it is. It's so good. If you have an itchy scalp, this stuff will just knock it right out. So for me, having this for my straight hair was crucial, because I think the longest I've been able to push my straight hair was 2.5 months almost. So by the end of like that last couple weeks, I was like, oh my gosh. So this was so good. I don't know why they messed with perfection. So I don't know. I'm really sad. It was perfect the way that it was. I'm going to see if I can find anything that's just as minty as this. I used and loved this one during my 1 month 1 set of hair products challenge that I just did in February. The Shea by Nay Mango Papaya Bay Oil. This stuff smells like a tropical dream. It is so nice and fresh. It's not like the artificial tropical fragrance, and it's super lightweight, so I can use it a ton of different ways. When I was getting ready for this video, I discovered that I have a bonus bottle of this, so I am so happy. I think this is going to be one of my oils of the summer. Main Choice Herbal Hair Tonic and Soy Milk Deep Hydration Serum Oil Mist. This is another straight hair staple for me. This is the Twist Mist from Original Moxie. It's a lightweight shine spray with evening primrose and coconut oil. Super lightweight. I like to use it on my curly hair too. It gives me like blinding shine, but on straight hair, that takes it up to like the next level. I'm really hoping that Original Moxie is still making this stuff. So I really hope that whenever I'm ready to repurchase, Original Moxie is going to be ready for me. From Melanin Hair Care, their multi-use pure oil blends. This and the Pumpkin Deep Conditioner are my favorite products from Melanin Hair Care. This is another one that I use big time when my hair is straight. It's really good for detangling. From Shea Terra, 100% authentic Mongongo nut oil. Almost done with this. Yeah, I have like barely any left. I'm predicting this is going to be in the empties too at the end of March. Natty Naturals, their Natty Butter in the Cinnamon Honey Heaven scent. This is such a smooth, creamy butter. My favorite way to use this is on dry hair because it smooths so well and it adds so much softness. From Happy Nappy Honey, which is now Honey's Handmade, is the whipped vanilla butter. Another one from Allicate Naturals, the Moisture Rich Hair Parfait. Serenza Beauty Amla Hair Butter. Yes, please. This just looks like nourishment and like hair food in a jar. From the Main Crushes Enchanted collection is the Magical Hair Butter. From Sultanicals, we've got the Straight Butter Heavy Styling Hair Butter. Got a couple of these in the stash. From Annabelle's Perfect Blend is the Annabelle's Hair and Body Butter. As you can see by the packaging, I've had this for quite some time. This was actually a sample sent by Hattache. Another reason I love them, they always send some nice samples. From Enjoy Creations is the Sweet Coconut Hair Pomade. This is just like a really nice solid coconut oil base with acai and hibiscus berry extract. This product gives me healthy hair grease vibes. It is so soothing on the scalp, gives you a ton of shine. From Hairveda, another brand that I've used forever and a day that I think is no longer in business. This is the Hairveda Vatika frosting. It's coconut oil infused with Ayurvedic ingredients, and it smells like a vanilla frosting. I've seen some people mention that you can find a similar product in Indian grocery stores. From Basque, who now has a new name that escapes me, but I'm sure I will think of it after this video. But they were formerly known as Basque Beauty Assortment for the Sun Kissed, and that's so cute. But this is their 7-fold butter blend. It's in the scent Black Rosewood, and it's got Takuma, Shea, Mango, Kupuachu, Cocoa, Alipi, and Kokum butter, as well as some other awesome ingredients. But I just really love this stuff. It was a solid butter. I love the fact that it had so many different butters all in one. From Siamese Twist, their Pumpkin Coconut Hair Dress. It's really nice. It comes in a glass jar and everything, but it is very thick to where when I try to emulsify this down, it just always feels like I have to keep going and going to melt it down. From Allicate Naturals is a Lemongrass Super Twisting Butter. Someone gave me this to try after they used it last year, and I really like the smell of the Lemongrass collection from Allicate Naturals. This smells so good. This is from I'm Natural. I think we talked about this brand for the first time in my last video for the Full Stash series, which was part 2 of Stylers. I'm Natural. This is their hair and body butter in the scent Ginger Spice, and everything from this brand just smells so good. As far as how this stuff performs, it's really smooth, great on wet and dry hair, but I gotta say I prefer it on dry hair. That smoothing is awesome, and I also find the scent is a little bit stronger when I use it on dry hair too. From TGIN, I got this from a hair show, I believe. I think I have two. I have one on my counter right now that has a different scent, or is unscented, I believe, but this one I think is in the pear berry fragrance, but both of them still smell amazing even though I got them quite a while ago. This is their organic African shea butter. I love that I don't get any of that shea butter fragrance, even though it does use unrefined shea butter and fragrance are the only two ingredients. This one is the pear berry, like straight up Bath and Body Works pear berry. I'm gonna cherish these because one of them has been discontinued and the other one has been reformulated. I can't remember which one. These are both from Chemet Biologics. They're pomades. We've got the Amla Oil Nourishing Pomade right here, as well as the Tea Tree and Grapeseed Therapeutic Pomade. I love these when my hair is straight. Not only do they help to smooth my hair, especially if I'm doing like a bun or a ponytail, but they feel so great and soothing on the scalp. It's like a really nice flexible pomade, not like that super stiff, almost like you're using a hair wax type of vibe. Emollient, like healing feeling pomades. And plus they came in a really nice size, and the trend that I've seen with some brands, including Chemet Biologics, is they have been shrinking the sizes of some products. So I don't know if the current pomade is 4.5 ounces or not. I haven't seen it in the stores, but I did remember seeing it online. Another from Soultanicals is the Total Recoil Babasu Bantu Boomerang Butter. It's got babasu oil, bariti butter, and olive wax. The alliteration from Soultanicals never fails to surprise me. But this is what it looks like. Another one of our healthy hair greases. Oh, it smells good. This is another seasonal one from Soultanicals where you never know when it's going to come back, kind of like the whole boomerang in the name. I would definitely sign up for the newsletter or check their Instagram. The Annabelle's Perfect Blend is the Unicorn Tears Hair and Body Butter. We talked about Annabelle's Perfect Blend a lot in our last Full Stash series. Looking at the texture of it, I don't think it's going to give me a lot of shine, but I think it's going to be good for softness. Also from Annabelle's Perfect Blend is the Aloe and Honey Butter, which is unfortunately discontinued, but wait. If this has honey in it, palm oil and aloe vera extract, but maybe it's scented with honey. Another one from Basque is their Plantain Spice Warming Body Butter. This one is supposed to make your skin feel really nice and soft in those cold months. But of course, me being me, I use this on my hair. It has awesome ingredients. Kind of smells like banana bread. And I don't like banana bread, but I like the way this smells. It's very comforting. Now this brand has been gone for a long time, but I've been holding on to this because I really like it. But those days are coming to an end. We are going to be using stuff. The products are not going to be treated like there's something in a museum anymore. So I'm going to be using all of these eventually, unless there's something weird going on with them and I gotta toss them. The Mozeki Mango Butter Blend. It's got lots of yummy ingredients in there. I really liked Mozeki. I remember I had my first bad Black Friday experience with Mozeki eons and eons ago that I did a video about that whole situation. And it's got pumpkin seed oil in the top ingredients. Annabelle's Perfect Blend Peach Hibiscus Hair and Body Butter. I've used this a few different times and I really like it. From Planted Hair Care, we've got the Ayurvedic Infused Hair Butter. She is small but mighty. I've used this on my straight hair and I really like it. I haven't tried it on my curly hair yet, but I'm sure that it will be just as awesome. It's whipped, but it's got a nice bit of weight to it, so it's really nice for smoothing. Shea Terra Organics Hair Repair Herbal Butter. I got this during one of my many Shea Terra hauls. I have come to find, at least in the few hair products that I've tried, that when it comes to Shea Terra, I prefer them for my skincare versus my hair. I do have some of their oils that I really like, but the butter is pretty good, but I don't think I'd repurchase it again. There's so many others here that I like infinitely more. Another one from Bath that I really liked was their Java Bean and Honey Hair Balm. This is a coffee styling pomade swirled with natural honey, macadamia seed oil, and cocoa butter. It looks like a nice little coffee hair butter. Just, it's got like a very nice organic coffee fragrance, no sweetness to it. So if you love coffee, you're gonna really enjoy this fragrance. This is another one I don't know if they're still making now that they've rebranded. I got these two at a hair show and I remember the owner being really nice. This is from FCA Naturals, their Chocolate Wonder Butter. It melts down really nicely too. Also from FCA Naturals is their Wonder Cream Hair Healer. It's got unrefined shea butter as well as turmeric, which is where we get this really nice yellow color. Turmeric is supposed to be amazing for you internally and externally. I've used a turmeric face scrub and it turned my face kind of yellow, so that stuff stains big time. So I'm probably gonna experiment with turmeric more so in my food and maybe in pill form versus in my beauty care after this one, because it took a while for my face to go back to normal. I'm gonna probably be using this one to put my hair up in a bun. I think this is going to be awesome for that. The texture I love. I have used this a few times on dry hair, and that's definitely my preferred way to use it. It has like a very fresh, nice kind of spa fragrance to it. So I'm about to film another video, but I just came across this one that was just sitting there that I got recently. This Sunny Owl Rosemary Mint Double Growth Formula. I talked to you guys about this in my Amazon haul back in October or November of last year, I think. From Curl of Essence. Quick recap. Don't order from them. Scammers, not good. All the evidence of it is wiped off their Instagram, so I always like to give my little quick warning. Curl of Essence, don't buy, stay away. Vinegary hair growth food. When it comes to that brand, we only show them in videos like this and in the empties, and that's it. Oils, butters, and shampoos are 100% the things in my stash that take me the longest to use, and since I love them so much, as you can see, I have quite the journey ahead of me to make a dent in my collection. So we'll see how it goes over the next few, however long. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. The next one in the series for April is going to be all about my straight hair products, but if you enjoyed this one, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps to go a long way in letting YouTube know that you like this video, and they're more likely to push it out into the algorithm. Likewise, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so as well. I would love to have you. Remember that I upload videos every Friday with some shorts thrown in the meantime, in between time, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.